Vroom, vroom.
Hi Ivan, how are we doing?
Well, this is going to be a special occasion for this ex-police special operations vehicle. It's just coming up to 100,000 miles, so it's quite a milestone really in the life of the vehicle. I'm coming up to 83 and Suzie ain't going to be 49 much longer, so it's quite a lot of occasions really. But I'll tell you what, I've never actually seen 999 and turn to 100,000 ever come up, because you always forget and it does it and you look back and you go, oh dear, it's done it. Well, we're really making an effort here, because it's 998, so get on it Suzie.
Oh no, we've got 2 miles to go. When it gets to 999 we'll put it on that. I'm just going to show around the back what we've got in the van.
Got it.
Oh yeah, that's the Hall and Scott and lots of other clobber. And then what are we on? Are we on? I'm still on 998.
998.
And what's the weather like?
Absolutely horrible. You'd think we were in England. Wipers going, but no traffic, which is wonderful. 9999.
Oh, the excitement's too much. Oh,
Done it!
done it! Woo! Good morning.
Good morning. What about that then, eh?
Let's have a look at the view.
We're just about to go through the tunnel after we've had breakfast, of course. But I'd say that is a bit of a view, isn't it?
I'm going to look up now at the mountain.
Look at that. Because if I had my skis with me, but unfortunately I left them at home.
Do you think 82 is a good time to take up skiing?
Well, no, not really. But I saw a pill that you can take on YouTube, or no, on the internet anyway. And you take this pill and you can do anything.
Oh, good.
You can cycle at Mont Blanc if you've never even ride a bicycle. So I'm sure you could ski.
Approaching the Mont Blanc tunnel.
Yeah, look up the Alpine Road here.
Yeah, you concentrate on the road.
With a good old 6-cylinder automatic Mercedes.
Okay, we're in the Mont Blanc tunnel.
Yeah, and 68 euros. And it's something really, it's a bit of an adventure again, isn't it? It's like a time machine. Look like we're going into a time black hole. It's very good.
Very nice tarmac.
Yeah, it's a smooth. Now you can imagine, can't you, the amount of work to make this, but then you can imagine the amount of work it's taken. You imagine having to drive over a road like this, and this is just going straight underneath it. Very clever, really.
The sunshine in Italy, look at that.
Yeah.
We want to follow signs for E25, so we go round to the right when we come out. Oh, look at that, Ivan.
Yeah,
Let me just get that.
Something, isn't it? Look at that.
kind of back on itself coming down the mountain. Yeah.
Oh yeah, look, you can see it.
Yeah. Follow the Autostrada sign so we keep right. Courmayeur, that's a ski resort here. Well, this is fabulous. Right, we're at the seaside.
Yeah, look at that.
In traffic.
Yeah.
We're just east of Genoa. And it's very, very busy.
Very busy. And if you're a moped person, you're in heaven, because there's a million mopeds.
Right, this is a bit of excitement. Just tightening up the wheels on the Sprinter van. Good to see a man at work.
How about that for a bit of innovation then? Off of the tow rope, jack handle. Right, here we are in heaven, the sun is shining. The Roman arch, very famous for having an olive tree growing on the top of it. I mean, obviously they redo that now, but originally it had an olive tree. And we parked up and the mayor came out and said, can you put your cars in the middle of the square? Bit different to being in London, they tell you to bugger off, but there we are. As I said, Italians love cars.
And this town's called Spello, isn't it? Next to Foligno.
Oh, well done, dear.
Bit of extra detail.
Well, because she can use a phone, you know.
I'm going to walk around and look at all the four cars.
Who has seen a California Spider with dust on it? I think this is a first.
It is a bit grubby.
Yeah, look.
Oh, we'll clean it. Stop moaning.
I reckon you've got to leave it dirty. I mean, you know, it takes a lifetime to get them to look like that.
And the delage is a bit dusty as well.
Well, that looks perfect.
Oh, what's this monster?
My car's not leaking, which is a miracle. And this is Tom's Bentley.
With the baby seat in the back?
Yeah, with the baby seat in the back. He's done 4,000 miles in the car this year, I think. Well, we just had a lovely lunch in a Roman square, absolutely beautiful, and now we've decided to go wine tasting.
And we had an ice cream.
And we had a lovely ice cream, but the thing is, I'm going to have a job to know whether it's Ribena, aren't I, really?
Oh, we'll be all right.
Being an old Greenford boy, I don't know if I'm going to be able to taste it and say, oh yes, that's 1972, that one.
Okay, right, let's look round. So this is the Vineyard. Oh, and there's a Bentley.
And this is the first time a California Spider's been driven on an unmade road for the last 30 years.
Oh, and there's the Peugeot.
Put in mind when you look at this building.
Well, Tom's got a big birthday this year, so he wants to select some wine.
How old are you going to be? 40?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Very young. That looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's going good. Bit slippy in the wet though. Get the tail out, completely on opposite lot.
Ivan, are you in here? Oh, hello. What are you doing?
Well, I'm staying with this young friend of mine who's had this lovely garage built to put his cars in, but he hasn't actually got any tools, much. And he needed a bit of advice. So yesterday we went to the welding firm and we bought a MIG welder.
Okay.
And then we went to the gas firm. We got a bottle of gas, so he now can weld. And then I said to him, really, you need some bits of metal. And we went to this fabulous metal firm. We didn't have to have a hard hat. We didn't need to have a high-vis jacket. And we walked in, and we walked down the lines of metal. I said, oh, look, that looks good. We'll have a couple of strips of that. And that looks good. So we bought some angle iron, some flat, and some bar, because he wants to make a frame to put that lot on so that you can have it all hanging up like I've got in my workshop. So I'm going to have to leave that to him because, you know, we're going on a rally. But anyway, it's going to rain today, so he's got this Delage, but you can't put the baby seat in it. So we've had to look, and straight away saying to him, we're going to need some bits of metal. We cut this up, and what we're going to do, I'm going to drill a hole in there and a hole in there, and that's going to go like that. And then the back of the baby seat buckle is going to go through there. So straight away, the next day we're using the bits of metal. But if you know, I mean, I spent a lifetime doing this, so obviously it's easy for me. But he's made his money with a computer, basically. So having a bit of help to buy stuff has been good. But we're going off on the rally today, so we're quickly doing this because we're expecting rain, and he's got a Bentley, but his little girl will have to sit in a baby seat in the rain, so we're going to make a thing to go in the deluge, and this is the bit I'm making for the baby seat thing to go down to the floor. But luckily, we had some metal and we got a welder, so we've got off to a good start, really. This is what he thought was the sort of vice you ought to have. Well, I said, it's an artefact that, if you use somebody who's obviously done arc welding, what a horrible, nasty thing. And he said, oh, we could grind this bench up and clean it up. I said, no, what we do, we throw that away and have a nice new flat bit of metal. So I've had to pull a drawer out to get something flat to work with. So, you know, but he's a lovely bloke. He ain't no mug. When I was young and I lived in Greenford, I never considered a view because there wasn't one. But as you get older, you know, now I live on the farm, I haven't got much of a view, but it's quite nice. But this is what you call a view. Can you imagine at night when that's all lit up? So in the day it's good, and at night,
So what are you doing now exactly?
what it is, you can have it there or you can have it there. And what happens is when you put it there, it raises the ratio. So if we're going to go around a track, especially in the wet, and it gets on opposite lock, you want to be able to get it on quickly. And if you have it there, you have to turn the steering wheel more times.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to move it down. This is my on the road one. This is when you're on the track one.
Okay.
It goes in there.
Oh, I see. There's two different holes.
Yeah, so if you...
Want me to turn the wheel?
That's it. And that changes the ratio. I had to make that. Because it goes from being like that to like that. So it makes a big difference. I should have a proper spanner, but I don't bring everything with me. That's it, done. That take long, did it? So now, when you move the steering, it moves the wheel further. Because you've got more.
Yeah, I see.
Quite a good tweak that.
further. There's the delage. Look at the rain. So the California Spider is actually quite good in the rain. Warm and compact. Probably the only California Spider to be out in a rainstorm. I nearly got a Sprinter van, boys. I'm not sure I want to take mine round the track.
I'm drinking water.
I'm not.
I'm saying this is #1 tractor.
2015,
R1.
the estate was sold to some entrepreneurs from Milan, Mr. Chang. And other than the red wine that we do here, we do have Merlot, Sangiovese, and Cabernet and Grechetto. We also do sparkling wine, so Brut and...
They probably have to make this in them days because they probably couldn't get one.
How beautiful this compressor is.
Yeah.
He made the
Yeah.
What's we looking at? Lovely compressor.
This is Mr. Lamborghini's compressor, but look at the mud guards and stuff on it.
Oh, cool.
Well, you imagine that was gold with red mud guards.
Oh, it's not a compressor. Oh yeah, you're right, it's a water pump, isn't it? Water pump.
E aveva comunque intenzione di vendere trattori e macchine e si voleva dedicare al vino perché suo padre, cioè un po' per suo padre che era un buon agricoltore, quindi anche lui aveva la passione del vino. E quando ha acquistato la tenuta aveva già diversa solo di vino, poi dopo con gli anni ha differenziato ogni volta.
That's half of the V12. It's half of the V12 Lamborghini engine. If you go around the other side, you can see it's cut off.
Oh, it's just a half.
Just chopped it in half. We could have done with that cylinder head if the ultra seal hadn't have worked.
But it's not metal, it's some sort of plastic.
It could be, couldn't it? Yeah.
But
Questo non è vero, no.
It's got a number on the back here. Build a car around that.
look at the water pump, it looks like 1910 car, very old fashioned.
Also tiny.
Probably was one per bank.
What a lovely place though, eh? Lovely and cool. Just lovely.
And dry.
This is what he loved more than the cars. It wasn't actually a problem about the cars. He loved the tractors and the cars.
He obviously thought, well, he loved the tractors, we thought, well, we better show him. Old Magnus.
Get in racing mode.
#1 Lamborghini. And I haven't bought it. It's good, isn't it? Nice little tractor.
This is the same as my tractor. 2-cylinder, air-cooled.
Yeah, good thing. So when the winter comes, you can just leave it and not worry.
There's a big fan at the front.
Did it?
It is not
Excuse
cold
me,
water.
can you get a
It's not
shot?
even got cooling pins or anything.
I'll get closer to you.
Oh, it blows it down.
What an honour. What an honour, eh?
At least it's not raining, hey?
No, no, it's good.
Buongiorno. Oh, I like this.
Yes, yeah, Alfa Romeo
Buongiorno.
Speciale.
Reviewing.
Buongiorno, hi, good morning. What a noise, what was that noise? I heard like a thunder.
2.5 litres per cylinder. That's what it is.
So that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. It shakes your brains.
Oh, a lady.
God, there's some wonderful cars here. Wonderful.
I like the colour of this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at all these MGs at the front.
MG's up the front.
Very
Oh, look,
enthusiastic.
there's a midget.
Lancia.
Let's go see the man.
Good morning. How are you? Good. Great.
Can you okay on the camera?
Ciao.
That's a fabulous Bugatti. the Ferrari, nice and relaxed.
That's what my car should look like.
Well, this is nice. Ivan, I like this one.
Yeah, lovely. That's sort of special Fiat.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the best cars here.
We're going up to a castle now, Ivan.
Yes, a castle in the sky.
Great. And the
But the sun is shining, it's not raining at all, and the hood is down on the California Spider, and it's lovely. Well, we got an S-bend up here.
Okay, well I'm glad you're driving, not me. Oh, nothing interesting behind us. Mercedes in front. Tom, oh wow.
Got it on Bentley.
Nicely manoeuvred, Ivan.
Oh, well, there you are, you know.
Buongiorno, ben arrivati.
Wow, look at this. long wheelbase, competizione.あれをきれいにして、中にはなんというネズミのなんというそうそうそうで、そうそれできれいにして、それで終わってそれでこれを。
This is Suzie speaking Japanese, so we got that's the important one.
Very good.
Eh?
She's very good. そうシャシは同じにしてきれいにしてそうになりました。
Scusate, per chi vuole c'è un piccolo ricevimento con una colazione sotto l'arco delle mura.
Già sono in animasta, ne?
Shall we move for coffee and cafe?
Kinder.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, you can bring your car in Kyoto.
I'd love to.
Our concourse.
Okay.
You already have a brochure.
We want to go to Japan, Ivan.
Yes.
How is the Japanese?
Japanese is okay.
Go to Kyoto. She's very good.
Yeah?
She speaks very well.
Oh, Ivan,
Looks good to me.
please come to Kyoto.
Especially when you've got someone who can speak as well.
Huh?
When you've got someone who can speak as well, eh?
Japan next year, Ivan.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly the model is.
We go to,
California Spider.
I'll show you. Let me.
Well, I think I've landed in heaven.
And it stopped raining.
What about this lovely place? You can't believe it.
I haven't even looked at that yet. Let
But
me go
there's some
slowly. Look at the
fabulous
cars.
here. There's a little Fiat that's got a special body on it. So good.
Let's see the cars. Oh, there. Wow. And this is the castle. I think we can go and have a coffee.
A very nice Maserati 4-cylinder sports racing car.
And then
An Alfa Romeo Speciale. A Lancia.
and a nice little Fiat.
A Fiat Special. This is a very special little car. I don't know its history, but you can obviously when you look at it, it's a very good car.
And then the Ferrari, and then this fabulous green car. We'll make some video of that later with
This
the.
is a Topolino, but a very, very special one.
Well, we can make a video.
It's an MG, possibly a J2, and then a Brescia Bugatti. And then a Delage. I think that's called a 135, but you know, listen, you know what I am. And I think it's a 135.
And then, very
and then
clean
another
car.
MG, TC, probably.
Very clean.
Another MG, and then an Aston Martin. I think that's called an International.
Another Lancia.
A Lancia Lambda, very good car. Very, very advanced in the day.
Ah, look who it is. It's Tom and Leo.
Poi ti ha fatto vedere anche quelle cose in legno che hai detto che lo farai quando hai più tempo. E quella crema nel muro che ti ha messo da parete sotto.
Questa la vedi? Ma il missilone, ma vedi?
Questa
15 euro.
15 euro. Portate, va bene. L'ho trovato finora qui là.
Porta la Madonna! Io Flavio! Fatto questo!
Però un bel
Che bella macchina qui!
sulla superstrada.
This little car is my favourite car. 1952, it did the Mille Miglia, 53 it did the Mille Miglia, and 55 it did the Mille Miglia, driven by Mr. Zagato. This is a Fiat Topolino with this fabulous body, which obviously was designed by Mr. Zagato, and Mr. Zagato drove the car on the Mille Miglia. This is the man who owns the car, and this is the man who restored the car.
Fantastic.
You only have to look at it, look. Lovely job, all the original bits. And this was the original colour when Mr. Zagato drove it. And of course it was painted different colours, it was red, but this is the original colour. And what a car, I just love it. It is the best.
Okay, I'll walk round.
How could you make
Let me walk round.
Topolino look so good? Look at that. And all these lovely features.
Oh, let me get that. Oh, that's fantastic. The Zagato badge. Wow.
And this here, look. This lovely feature.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Beautifully made, Italian style. Absolutely beautiful.
Great. Oh, it can. Oh.
Here we go.
Zaga, Z.
And look at that. Comfortable.
Oh, look at it. Look. Oh, that's. Oh, I love it. Love it. Wow.
And luggage in the back, Susie.
Yeah.
It's
fantastic.
It's my favourite car.
Not even my cars.
No, I love this car. I'd rather have that than a Ferrari. I think it's beautiful. Lovely catches. Simple like a Ferrari.
Oh, look at that.
Twin Solex carburetors. Spare coil. Lovely. 4-branch manifold.
Okay.
Original dynamo. That lets the air in to go through the radiator.
Fantastic.
What a lovely little car.
Oh,
very important.
the treasure, the
If it was a
treasure.
Bugatti, it'd be worth twice as much. treasure. Fantastic.
Moikai onegaishimasu. Oh, perfect.
Luckily, Suzie can speak Japanese, so we must go.
Kyoto
Suzie.
Concorso d'Eleganza.
Ja, ikitai.
2024 April.
Next year.
Welcome.
Next year,
お待ちしてます。
I'll be 84. But we must go.
ぜひ行きたいと思います。
はい。
Hi Ivan, happy birthday.
Yes, well here I am on my 83rd birthday with my mate in my mate's garage with his 4.5 litre Bentley, or 3 litre 4 Bentley. And he's had a little bit of trouble with oil coming out of there, but not a lot. Nothing to worry about, but obviously he was worried. So we took the hub off. And then we found that this bit here was rubbing on there. So that is obviously wrong. A little bit of oil in there, we cleaned that out. I checked the oil seal, we had a new oil seal, but I decided it wasn't worth putting in because obviously the one that's in there is all right. But what I have noticed is that this was previously there, and this is a tapered race, a very serious Timken tapered race. You could stand a double-decker bus on that race. And that was where it's tightened up to, and that's where I've tightened it up to, and I've backed it off a little bit, you know, because obviously you don't want it ridiculously tight. But in my opinion, that was going in and out. So I've set it. Let me see if I've got it right. There's the hole. Right, so that comes out and goes through there, look. So that lined up. I didn't do that, that just happened. So I'm convinced that that was that far out. Because people never tighten Timkins up tight enough. They always think, oh, there's got to be a bit of slack. You don't have slack, you have preload. And that's what that should have, preload. So anyway, that's on there. I'm not happy with the way that went on. It wasn't tight enough. So I should tighten that nut up like we do on the Type 35. We really tighten that up. Because tapers don't rely on the key to drive them, they rely on the taper. So that's a couple of things we found wrong. But, you know, and he's going to do this Le Mans race at the classic Le Mans meeting with the Benjafield Club. So, you know, I'm only here till tomorrow, and I've sort of given him a few hints and tips and bits to look at. But you know what it's like, the minute you go racing, everything goes wrong. So, you know, I'm trying to help him as much as I can really. And the fact it's my birthday, to be honest, when you've had 83 of them, there's no point in getting keyed up, is there really? And so long as I've got my young girlfriend with me, I'm quite happy. She doesn't hold my hand, but other than that, she's lovely.
Wow, look at the rainbow. look who's here. That YouTube celebrity.
There's a rainbow round my shoulder, and it fits me like a glove. Let it rain and storm, but I'll be warm, 'cause I'm in love.